Hello guys, welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play. Today we are going to be mining for diamonds and hopefully maybe some iron ore. Okay, let's go outside now or maybe...
Howdy, ladies and Judas. Today I would like to introduce you to something biblical. This, boys, is Isaac, the crack cocaine of roguelikes. Now I know what you're thinking. You sick bastard guy, do I look like a crackhead? My refined palate only accepts the finest of drugs, like Jenkem and hand sanitizer. Now, Mr. Hunter, take it easy. I have some great news. Contrary to crack, you're not gonna experience any convulsions, muscle spasms, or death, excepting of course if you're epileptic and reach late game. Now grab a drink and listen. Isaac and his mother lived alone in a trailer park. Isaac kept to himself, drawing fan art and playing Osu, while his mom watched 30 Day Fiancé. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. "Your son is a degenerate and a weeb. He needs to be saved, Karen."
"I will do my best to save him, my lord,"
Isaac's mom replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil. Again, the voice called to her.
"Go crazy! Go stupid! Go crazy! Go stupid! Go crazy! Yeah! Go stupid! Go crazy! Stupid!"
"Yes, my lord, I will follow your instructions,"
she replied, locking him away from society. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her.
Sit in the dark and ponder how one fit to make the bottom fall to the floor, and they all fall down. It goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes.
"Yes, disembodied voice of MC Ride,"
she replied, grabbing the fruit knife from the kitchen. Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear, scrambling around in his room, going sicko mode for a hiding place. He noticed a trapdoor under his rug and flung it open just as his mother was coming through the door, and threw himself down into the abyss. As most people who have already indulged and overindulged in this fantastic world know, enemy variety, item variety, playable characters, bosses, and everything else is off the charts with enough content to last you a lifetime. No, really, there's people out there who invested tens of thousands of hours in this game, and they're still going. Keep it up, Mr. Metal, you're doing God's work. Some might say, "Kiro, that's not really a lifetime, is it?" And to those same people, I'd recommend a trip to Central African Republic, where leprosy, malaria, and tuberculosis will prove my point. Thank you for your service, Pestilence. With Repentance, the latest DLC in the Isaac series, Eddie and his boys polished Isaac to a state-of-the-art arcade machine that shines like a Minecraft beacon in the center of roguelike's ocean. I'm not gonna talk much about the lore or the dark themes explored by the game, but I will show you some of the zany item combinations you can achieve. Let's take for example Brimstone, one of the most powerful items in the game, double it and add just a bit of chocolate milk. But Professor Utonium accidentally added an extra chromosome to the concoction. Dog feces. good. But enough with this pansy shit. Man up, for I'm about to show you the good stuff. Not all powerful combos must look flashy. Let's have a look at my last run with the Forgotten. A very unique character that beats the absolute shit out of enemies with a bone. Kinky. Now then, I stumble across a Cyclops eye, turning my pathetic little bone into a terrifying phallic weapon. One swing with this bad boy and you're cruising for a bruising, brother. After a few more floors, I grab Mama's fruit knife and proceed to duct tape it to my bone, creating a makeshift sight, occasionally swinging 5 of them at once due to various tear effects. If that wasn't enough, I then get my hands on some emetic substance, which usually causes vomiting. But in this case, every swing of my sai cuts my enemies in half, and now it also causes their corpses to explode. This is good. This is very good. But is it enough to kill one of the final bosses? The fight left me physically and mentally exhausted. My character had one foot in the grave and was now one hit away from death. But I've made it, I've survived the eclipse, unlocked a lot of new stuff, and now I only have to do this again with every other character. And that character's tainted version. That seems like an absolute chore. Why would I do that? Because it's fun? You ever heard of fun, sweetheart? Look it up. In this game, unlocking new stuff hits the G-spot of your dopamine receptors, just like the slot machines from New Vegas. But I digress. I'ma take a small break from sucking off the man to talk about the issues I've encountered. As you can see on the Steam store page, this game's presented to have 666 megabytes. But if we take a look at the folder properties, oh Edmund, really putting Jim Carrey to shame with that one. Just kidding, there's no real issues with the game, other than this fucking curse that inflicts blindness, of course. Makes me want to hold the R button. So glad I packed a black candle. Some absolute troglodytes might argue that the art style is outdated, but hey, art is subjective, and so is their love for scat, and we've got plenty of that on our platter. A small word of advice though. This is not an easy game. You'll die, you'll ruin your runs with soy just like real life and quit. But that's what makes it what it is. Once you're jacked in and learn its secrets, you can abuse it to your heart's content and engage in a little something called rewarding gameplay. Final score: Fallout New Vegas slot machine over a line of coke. Fantastic game with amazing soundtrack, addictive gameplay and literal shit containing pennies. Play it.